Yo, what's up? Bob here. Welcome to Vinyl Finds on the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. This is number 45. That's right, 45. I got some records this week, and we're going to talk about those in just a second. Allow me to explain the situation. Local seller of records and bookstore had gotten in two large collections. One of classic old country and one of jazz and soul. I got hip to these, to the jazz and soul collection 2 weeks ago. You may recall, boom, this Coltrane Ballads album that I pulled on that original Impulse label in the mint condition. I thought, maybe it was just one record, maybe it wasn't. Then a friend of mine sent me a text message of 3 Blue Note records that he pulled out of the same location. That's right, 3 original Blue Notes. And I thought, oh shit, I better get back over there. I went back, and lo and behold, there was a big collection of jazz on the racks. And I thought, okay, here we go. Game on. Over the past week, they've been slowly putting the collection out as they price it. And several collectors from around town have been battling it out for records, including myself. The records I'll show today will be my first initial purchase from said collection. Let's get started. Coming in hot. Boom, this is a funky record. Kind of jazzy, kind of soul, kind of funky as hell. Mono Mono. If you've never seen this record out there in the wild, if you don't have this record, buy this record. It's really cool. It's on the Red Capital label. This was kind of a blind buy for me. Dwight told me that he had the record and he really liked it, and kind of an expensive record, sort of. Not for me, because everything in this collection they had was priced very low, and so I picked it up. You know, Mono Mono, really good, really funky, kind of a record. Really dug it. There were a few things there that were not jazz and soul that I just happened upon and were things I was looking for. One of those things was this, Nilsson Schmilsson. This is a kind of a beat down cover, a lot of ringwear there. But this Dynaflex RCA orange hitter is in very, very good shape. The record is great. The jacket, not so much. Poster inside. If you don't know, the poster's just Nilsson in the robe. Really super stoked on that. Jeffrey Lee got me into Nilsson with The Point. And then I got the Son of Schmilsson, and it was on. So, as you know, Nilsson, very beatly. You know, good friend of John Lennon, etc., etc. Get that record if you don't have it. Speaking of cool records, this one here, funky as hell, Freddie Hubbard Skydive. This record toggles between really funky material and kind of more straight jazz stuff. But beautiful laminated gatefold on CTI. That's right, CTI. Really funky tune. Freddie Hubbard, great trumpet player. Also has Ron Carter, Billy Cobham, George Benson. This is a dope record. Not an expensive record. Hashtag no Hubbard left behind. If you're into funky stuff, you got to get that Freddie Hubbard, okay? In my collection, there are some oversights, things that should be there that are not. this is one of those records. Super glad to have it. It is filling in a blind spot. Boom. Aretha, Lady Soul. This is an iconic record on Atlantic. That kind of green and blue Atlantic label. Mint condition. Natural Woman, Chain of Fools, People Get Ready. This is an iconic record. If you don't have any Aretha, this is a fantastic starting point. This is the quintessential entryway into Aretha Franklin's catalog. It's almost a must-have. This is the ultimately clean copy
I was waiting for.
Last week, no, not last week, 2 weeks ago, me and Jeffrey Lee did a cleaning video featuring this record. Boom, Wes Montgomery, Moving Wes. Listen, just the cover alone with this beautiful Gibson guitar is enough to make me buy this record. But I love Wes Montgomery. I bought an Apple Pencil, and you can draw on your iPad, and I do artwork on that and make, designs for stickers and whatnot for the band, and I oftentimes listen to a little Wes Montgomery while I'm doing that. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Great to just chill out and put Wes's tunes on. It's on that black and silver Verve label. Yeah, man. This is like, less than $10. Really, really fantastic record. Next. Another thing that I needed in the collection was Waiting for a Clean Version. I've seen this record around town several times past because it was kind of beat. And here it is in excellent shape. Ray Charles, What I'd Say, obviously has, that's right, What I'd Say, parts 1 and 2 on it. Great record. Quintessential Ray Charles. Super clean. This time on the orange and purple Atlantic label. Sitting there with that mic in front of his face. Yeah. Really, really cool. Let's see here. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. More jazz guitar, guys. Boom. Grant Green Visions. This record is beautiful. On Blue Notes. Came out on this blue and black Blue Note label here. Yeah. Tim, he kind of, he almost has like a Marvel superhero vibe in this. Just because of the glasses. But, really there's like some clouds reflecting in the glass. It's really cool. This is a great record. If you're into jazz guitar, big hollow bodies, light shredding, notes trickling out of those F-hoes. Grant Green's Visions, that's the way to go. I'm a fan. Speaking of kick-ass guitar, boom, Curtis Mayfield, Sweet Exorcist. That's right. Look at the cover on this record. It is epic. I don't know this record, but when I saw the cover, I thought, yeah, I'll be getting that. Because I do love Curtis Mayfield. It's got everything that I require. Cool colors, some skulls, everything about it is just fantastic. It is on the Curtum label. I believe that's a subsidiary of Buddha Records. Yeah, great looking album. I can't wait to get into that. Sometimes I buy blind. If it looks cool, I buy it. All right, let's get serious. Real serious. Serious. Okay, so Dwight Johnson from the last video. texted me a copy of Love Supreme that he pulled from the collection. Normally that would hurt deep inside that I missed that record. But I have a copy of Love Supreme on that Impulse hitter. So it didn't hurt me too bad because I got a really nice copy. It hurt a little. It hurt a little. But that sets up this next record that I got. Boom. John Coltrane, the quartet plays Chim Chim Cherry, Songs of Praise, Nature Boy, and Brasilia on Impulse. It's an original Impulse label. I believe this is a Disney tune, and these other ones are just platforms for Coltrane to melt faces over. Yeah, you know, this original mono, beautiful mint condition. That's 2 Coltrane records that I pulled out of this collection, and you know, super stoked about that. You know, love Coltrane, can't go wrong. You know, kind of a pentatonic master of doom John Coltrane is. Super duper excited about it. Last but not least, saw this record. I have a near mint mono copy of this record. This is a stereo 2-eye Columbia. Boom. Miles Davis's Kind of Blue. This thing is immaculate. I could not leave it behind. It was $20. And I thought, you know, I'll just grab that and see if it sounds any different than this one. My near mint 6-eye of Kind of Blue. And I thought, you know, if I can't really go wrong for $20. Worst comes to worst, I can trade this off for something else that I want later on if I decide that I don't need it. And and that's probably what I'll do. It is a stereo copy, so we'll see if it's any different than if it's significantly, if the sound quality is any different than the 6-eye. Anyway, here it is. This is the stack. I'm going to go today back up there. I talked to some of the gentlemen that work there, and they said, it's pretty much cashed out. The collection is done. This is about 12 records that I pulled. I got as much of it as I could, the best stuff that that was available while I was there. There were some records that I looked up on Discogs. They were worth a lot of money, but you know, I didn't really have much interest in them, so I didn't get them. I just left them there for you know, somebody else that might actually want the music. So those were the records that I was genuinely interested in, not necessarily from a monetary standpoint. Still, I dropped a pretty penny on that collection. Speaking of pretty penny, here's a 1965 335 with a Bigsby tailpiece. See that? This is one of the guitars that I mainly play on stage. That said, if you haven't heard any of my music, it is available at Bandcamp. There are 2 records. The newest record, Music from the Eagle Nebula, and the older record out in 2015, Lose It All, Volume 1. Lose It All features this guitar prominently. More of a roots music kind of a situation. And Music from the Eagle Nebula is more of a space, like a space rock concept album. So, you know, check them out if you haven't. I'll link it at the end of the video. Other than that, yeah, I'm just out here looking for records, making videos for you guys. Big props, Jay from Vinyl on the Van. He was back this last week with a video after a bit of a hiatus, it seems. Really happy to see that. And a lot of other awesome videos being made out there. Glad to see you guys are finding some great records and, you know, making great videos. So Eric Weinbender did a epic a few epic videos, so check out his channel. Yeah, it's just all going on. It's a very busy time for me, so until we meet again, Bob out.